Christmas tags are super easy to make with the help of your Cricut. You can either use your Cricut Explorer, Maker, Maker 3, or even a Joy to make these Christmas tags. So the project is already a pre-made project in Design Space, so open up Design Space, come here into the search bar, and type in Snowflake tags. Now it'll bring you up a couple of different options in the images, as well as some projects you have if they have matching names, but we're looking to go all the way down into Cricut projects. You'll see the very first snowflake tag here is the one that I posted. So you're going to click on this project. Now the great thing about Design Space is it'll tell you everything you need to make this project. So when you scroll down, you're going to see the finished size of the project, the materials you need to cut, and everything else you'll need to make it, as well as how to prepare, cut, and assemble your project. Now I made mine a little bit differently than the project. I just used Cricut Smart Paper. So we're going to click on the Customize button, and I'll show you everything that I use to make this simple snowflake tag project. Once you click on Customize, the name tag will appear on the canvas screen in Design Space. If you like the fonts that are chosen for the name tag, you can simply click the font or the layer and write the name to whoever the gift is going to. If you're not a big fan of this font, you can always click it and delete it and insert your own font. So the font that I used is called Alyssa Script. So I'm going to come over here onto the left-hand side of the screen and click the text button. I'm also going to change it to a writing font. So let's just put a name in quickly. Up here at the top header, I'm going to select the font box. Come over on the top to the button Filters and select Writing Fonts. This way I'm only going to get writing fonts. It won't give me any of the double lines when I'm typing in Design Space. I really like the font Jolly Santa for the tags or the Alyssa Script font. I'll make an example of each so you can see. So this is the Jolly Santa text here. Now right now both the text and the word to and from are all in black. So the pen is going to do the same for all the text that is on the tag right now. If you want to use more than one pen or change the color, you can come to the top header. Right beside the operation box, there's a color swatch box. So if you click this little icon, you'll be able to change the color of the text. Design Space will prompt you every time you need to change the color of the pen. It will stop, pause, and tell you to put in the new color of pen. So you can choose to have 2 colors, 3 colors, 4 colors, however many colors you want on this tag. You just have to make sure that you're changing all the text to the color you'd like. So we can leave this top one red. I'm going to create another text box for the From section, and I'll put my own name here, and I'll show you an example of the Alyssa Script now. So if I come in here, we're looking at filtered fonts, writing fonts for the Alyssa Script. So you can make the fonts bigger and smaller with this arrow here or with the top header sizing up here. You're going to want to make sure to double check the size of everything before you make it because you don't want the tag to be too big. Because this is a pre-made project, it is already sized. But again, if you want to make sure, you can just select everything and it'll show you the size of the finished project right here. So now that I have everything on my tag, if I want to add any other colors, I want to make sure to click the text, come up to the top header, and select the swatch, color swatch box and change the color. So if I want it to be the same color as the mom on the top of the tag, I'd select wine, or I could select a completely different color and go with green or dark blue. Now keep in mind the Cricut machine is not a printer, so whatever color of pen you put in the machine, it's going to be that color, even if the text is red or green. Now right now this tag has a little center if you want to use a ribbon to tie it. In the pre-made project section, it did recommend using twine. I like to use sticky paper, so it just sticks right on the gift like a real tag. So I'm going to select the tag shape. You can also come over and to the right-hand side in the layers panel and just click on the shape itself, because the contour button is not going to work with all the layers selected. You need to have a single layer selected for the contour button to show up. So with one layer selected, I'm going to click the contour button. and then click that circle to hide it. I don't want a circle on my project, I just want a solid backing. So you can get out of the contour option by clicking on the X up here or just clicking anywhere else on the screen. And you'll notice now that I have a solid shape. Now the only thing that's left to do is attach the shape. So right now everything is together, but that's only in Design Space. When you click on Make It, everything's going to go all over the place because it's not attached. So you want to make sure that you're always attaching it together before you go to the next step in Design Space. So I'm going to attach all of this together by coming over to the right here at the bottom and clicking on the paperclip icon Attach. If you want more than one tag, you can duplicate the tag with the duplicate button or the keyboard shortcut Control-C to copy, Control-V to paste. Now I have two tags, but I want to change the information. You can either click the text individually, the layer, and type something else, or you can detach everything and do it that way. I'm just going to select the names, change the names. Now, if this were not a writing font, so example, I just had any font selected, we'll take off writing, it's not going to do the line the same way. So if you like this Aldine font, it's going to do an outline of the text when you change it to cut. So right now, if I look, this is a cut layer. It's a basic cut operation. When you change it from a cut layer to a pen layer, you can click the operation box in the top header to change to a pen, but you'll see that it's going to outline the font. That's because it's not a writing font. If you want it to make a single line writing font, you can always filter for the writing fonts. So if we do that again, I'll make a text. Up here in the font header, or in the header, when you click that font button, you can click on filter and go just to writing. This way you're always going to have that nice, smooth, single line pen. So there's a whole bunch of different fonts to choose from. It's up to you which you like. I personally like the cursive writing. So usually if I'm making a tag, like the ones you saw me posting, I use this Alyssa script option. You can change the color up here at the top. The original project does use foil. If you want to use foil, you can always use the operation box to change back to foil as well. But I love drawing with metallic pens on paper. So I always use metallic pens, or almost always, especially on tags. So we can just change the color to wine. So it does have a different color. We'll change this one again to wine as well. And then you want to make sure that you're attaching everything together. So select all the components of your image, come over to the right hand side, all the way down and click on attach. Once it's attached, your layers panel will show an attached layer. You can also duplicate it with this button here at the top. I like to make a tag just in case I need an extra one. So I don't want this one to have my name on it. So I'm going to use this little eyeball here in the layers panel to just hide the text to and from. This way, if I need an extra blank tag, I'll have it. So once you have the project made up, you can click on Make It. Now that all the layers are attached together, you'll see that it's not going to go everywhere on the mat. It'll stay together. Because I'm using Smart Materials with my Cricut Maker 3, I'm able to cut without a mat. But you're able to put Smart Materials on a mat if you don't have one of the machines that's compatible to do that.